Spirit Center. This is Digger.
Hi, Digger. How you doing tonight?
I'm doing great. Who's this?
This is Ryan Tolkien.
Hi, Ryan Tolkien.
Yeah. Kind of have an issue. What exactly do you guys kind of cover there?
What do we cover?
Yeah.
We have groups here, individual counseling. What are you looking for? We have a lot of resources, and
I kind of just wanted somebody to talk to.
Yeah.
Because this is basically about homosexuality and transgender and other things that are considered like weird and unnormal.
That's okay.
So, do you have a minute?
Sure.
Okay.
We're really not open. We'll be open 10 o'clock, but I'll take them into that. We're having a fundraiser tonight, so, we have to be here.
Well, that's good.
But, life is happening right now, so go for it.
Yeah. Well, I have an obsession. I have a lot of animals. I'm sorry. Let me go in the other room where you can't hear them as much.
Okay. All right.
Just a second. Okay, that's better. All right. And the reason, a lot of people just think I'm like this animal lover because I collect animals, but I'm kind of gay with these animals. That's kind of, I have a sexual attraction towards animals.
Yeah.
In my head, I justify it as okay and normal, but the world seems to not accept it. I don't know. Is there something you guys can do to help me change?
Do you want to change? That's the first step.
Well, it depends. If I'm aroused and they're there, then no. But then I feel weird about it afterwards, and I can't tell other people about it, and I got to be careful not to let anybody see my videos. So.
Well, first off, I got to let you know everything that we talk about is confidential.
Thank you.
It doesn't go any further than you and me.
How do you guys feel about? People call it bestiality. I call it love, but how do you feel about that?
Well, I don't have. As far as talking with somebody like yourself.
Yeah.
I don't have personal. I have my own personal individual feelings.
Yeah.
And my own personal individual beliefs, but that's not why I'm here.
Okay. I appreciate not being judged. Thank you.
I'm here to help. Whatever you think could be helpful for yourself,
is it...
You're obviously having some questions about your behavior. So.
I am. And if sometimes it feels just, feels right. It feels good. It feels like in the moment, there's nothing more special than my relationship with Betty, the sheep. But then at other times, I can't go out in public and talk about it, And I get...
It's not a good idea.
No, I understand that, it's very taboo in the world, and there's a very small fraction of people who would actually understand it. So, I don't know. I'm looking for answers. I'm hoping you can...
Well, all I can do is all I see is it's like any other. I'm going to call it an addiction, okay?
Okay.
If it's okay.
That's okay. I definitely understand that too, because there's times when I see it as not necessarily wrong, but something I shouldn't be doing. But
what's underneath? What's behind it? That's my question. Is what kind of feelings and where did they come from? And to me, see, I'm not a therapist or a psychiatrist or anything. I'm just I've been around for a while. I'm 66, so I've seen a lot of things. I've been a lot of places.
Well, I've done. That's kind of a lot of it started back when I was 18, and we went down to Tijuana. And they had something there they called it a donkey show. And that's kind of, it was pre the internet, and so I hadn't even known things like that existed.
Yeah, I know. I saw that when I was a kid. I lived in San Diego when we were 16. We used to go across the border and get drunk, and that thing was down there then, and that was back in 1961 or 62.
Right. So it's like one of those things where if I never was exposed to it, I don't feel like I'd be sexually attracted to these animals, but I
Yeah, the
almost
world
feel like
tells
it's
you
too
that
late
it
now.
exists.
Yeah, so now I feel
Just
like
because the
it's too
world
late.
says it exists doesn't mean it's good for you or right for you, or it's
That,
even correct to begin with.
that is true.
You know, those are decisions you have to discover yourself, what's correct, true, right. But where you're at right now, I'd sure like to see you get somebody to investigate past, your feelings and where it developed and, where it came from and what, just how your life was, who are your parents, where'd you come from, like where were you born, who's your mom and dad, do you have any brothers, sisters, that kind of stuff,
Yeah.
What kind of traumas have you been through in life? How did relationships with other humans go, or women or men or,
Yeah.
how is that?
At this point, and here's the other thing. For me to quit, it'd be hard.
Uh-huh.
I actually have 36 pets right now.
Uh-huh.
So I'd actually have to get rid of, you're speaking of family, I'd actually have to get rid of pretty much what I see as my family now because it's what's the influence, it's what influences me to go after it. Like if somebody's addicted to internet porn, they got to get rid of their computer and their internet, right? Which might not be that big of a deal, but I got to get rid of all these animals.
Uh-huh. Well, there's planning. There's a way to plan so that that they're going someplace that they're cared for. It's not like just getting rid of them. It's not like, throwing them out in the street and walking away from them.
That's
true. What you're looking at is what's good for you right now at this point in time in your life.
Yeah.
What's good and healthy for you and, what you're going to do with your mind and your decisions, your life-changing decisions, and is it going to be good for you? Obviously, this has got to a point where it's not good for you anymore.
At times. At other times, it feels really good for me. I mean, that's where the confusion comes in. There's times when I'm really lonely at night, and, going out back, I got a little barn in the back, going out back where I keep some of these horses, and, getting romantically involved with one of these horses, it's what gets me through the night. It's what makes me feel like I have purpose.
Uh-huh. Well, the way I can relate to this is like, I've been a drug addict in my life, for a long time I was. And I used to love cocaine. It made me feel good.
It does, yeah.
And without cocaine, at the time, I really didn't feel like I had a life that had purpose because it made me feel good. And then when I was doing it,
I get what you're saying because I too have battled with cocaine addiction.
Uh-huh.
But I almost feel like I'm getting double hosed here, like I've been set up for failure. But I've done cocaine off the genitals of a horse.
Uh-huh.
How do you turn that away? There's two highs going on there for me.
Well, you don't. It's like what's the addiction about? Those are things you've discovered that make you feel good. So the thing is that there's a change, and change is never easy, But there's a place, and it's a kind of what they call a normal balance. Everybody's is different, but normal would be eliminating all the addictions, and that takes a process. It's not like just woof, do it tomorrow morning, because that ain't going to happen. You have to make a plan on how to get rid of the addictions, whichever, whether it's a sex thing or sexual thing or drug thing.
Yeah.
It's all
I get what you're saying. What I need to do is I need to have a plan just to make it all go away.
Yes.
Okay.
Uh-huh.
I got a plan. I'm going to try it.
Okay.
Ready?
Let's look at it this. Okay, I want you to do this, though, okay?
Okay.
I want you to look at it this way. Old life, new life.
Okay.
Because you're looking forward to having a new life.
All right. I seen this once in a movie.
Oh,
I'm gonna try to make this go away. Ready?
Okay.
Jumanji.
Oh.
It worked. They all went away. They're all
There you
gone.
go.
Good.
Okay.
Now it's just me and my big pile of cocaine.
There you go.
Want to hang out?
I know I don't do drugs anymore.
Quitter.
I'm doing great.
Quitter.
I like life. I'm free.
Me too.
I love being free.
I have lots of fun on Friday nights.
Right on.
All right, I'm gonna go.
It
Go
sounded
ahead.
like tapes in the background anyway.
Yeah. All right, I'm gonna go do some blow. Talk to you later.
Okay, bye.